Hi everyone, how are you doing tonight? It is Tuesday night around 7 o'clock. So I just thought that I would do a project. I made some of these pockets the other day, so I thought I'd make some on video. They're pretty easy to make, pretty simple. So these are just some of the ones I made. And I made the pocket out of a book page. So, I don't have a very good imagination. So, a lot of times what I do with creating is I look at other people's projects for inspiration, and or even layouts on Project Life, or even for junk journaling. So what I do is I get the inspiration. I'm sort of like what to do and the materials to do it, but a lot of times I start out with the inspiration and then I go my own direction. So that's what with these were. I found something like this on Pinterest, and I just they also started out with a book page, so I did that. Then I decided to outline the edges, and then whereas they had all plants and flowers, I did most of them with plants and flowers, but like this one is not, obviously. Oh, I gotta stop showing it to the side. I'm not used to that yet. So anyway, and then I just added a few elements to them. This is a book page, 107. And this is a fussy cut, and then this is a piece from a page. Sort of like this part of a page, but it's a book that's kind of aged on its own. And then these flower ones are mostly from books, but a couple of them are from magazines. And then I use the music notes on that one, and a dictionary page, and a stamp on that one, and washi tape. Now this one was actually a mistake, and I'll show you why it was a mistake in a minute. So anyway, you can put any pictures on. You don't even have to use pictures. You can use scrapbook paper, whatever paper you have. And I suppose you don't even need to put a picture on if you don't want. Making the pocket is pretty easy. So I make them pretty simple. And that's usually what I like. I like simple. So anyway, I get a page from a book. I don't know, this is about 8 1/4 by 5 1/2. So what I do is I fold it over about 3/4 of the way, and then fold it over, bring the other side over, and then I fold the bottom, then I open it up, and then I take these side ends off, just to reduce the clunkiness of it. There. Then I just angle these, cut these corners off in an angle. There. Now, so then what I normally do is I measure where to bring the glue, because I glue on this side, because if I glued on this side, this is what would happen. This is the mistake I made. I glued it on the other side, and there was a gap in between the pages, like a gap like that, and I glued this side, and so the glue went here. So that's why this one only opens up to there. So I thought I can still use it somehow, so I just put a piece of washi tape there, and you know, you adapt things. Okay, so what I do then is I take this glue, still adjusting to my new setup. All right, so first I do the end. I probably didn't need that much. Then I just make sure every corner, every edge has glue on it. I put too much on this one, but oh well. And then I just fold it over. Make sure it's glued down. Then I do the same thing on the end piece. Now once you've got this part done, the base of it, you can do whatever you want with it. You can leave it as is. You can put stamps on it. You could put stickers on it. Whatever you want. But you do need a base for it. Get that glue off. So then what I do is I put this piece of paper in here because my circle punch is not the sharpest. I've had it for a long time. So if I do that, and then I put my punch in there, it'll give me a clearer cut. Like a straight cut. There. So then the next thing I do is I distress the edges. Now you can use, you don't have to actually use like a distress ink, I don't think, or a brown color or dark color. You can use, I use the blue, well I guess it's still distress, but I use blue on this one. So you could use black. I'm going to use one and make one that's going to have a black base on it, or edging. So how's everybody doing today? This is day 12 of my isolation. We found out yesterday that the government extended the school closing till May 4th. And a lot of people think it's going to go even far beyond that. So the online schooling is is really starting right now. Before, the teachers had things you could do, but it wasn't marked and it didn't count towards your final mark. But starting Monday, the work is going to be marked and it's going to go towards your final grade. So that's good. Okay, so I'm gonna put this picture on, and I have to make sure it's cut straight because I am not very good at cutting a straight. And then I have to decide, do I want to ink it? Do I want it around the corners? Do I want to leave it square? So I think I'll leave it square, but I think I'm going to ink it. Alright, so I'm going to do that. That's done. Now, I have to decide what I'm going to do with the sides here. Am I going to put a piece of paper? I brought this out. Maybe I'll use this instead of washi tape. This is burlap trim. So do I want to go to this on the side, the bottom, the top? So many decisions. Survivor's on tonight. I can't wait to see it. Last week was great. I don't want to center it, totally center it. Put it over to the side a little bit. There. See, there's nothing elaborate about my stuff. I like to make it, have fun with it, and not worry about it. So, put this on here. There we go. So that's this one. A lot of the pictures that I have on these envelopes or pockets are from Ideals magazines. Now I'm going to make another one, and I'm going to... Ooh, look at this one. It has marks all over it. Nice. So this one, I'm going to put... If you saw my last video, I stamped a bunch of pictures onto paper. That's a little wide. I'm narrow it down a little bit. So I'm going to use the bird cage on here. So I'm going to ink it black. So I hope you are finding ingenious ways to stay occupied. Now see this piece that I cut out, and the paper is kind of yellow. Keep it. You can use it for a project like this. Like I put a small piece of paper like there. I wouldn't go any smaller than that. And this one, so what I've been doing lately when I've been fussy cutting is finding words that stick out, that are big enough to keep. So this is a word from a book, I believe, that I put on there. My idea was to use an actual stamp pad that had numbers on it. And come to find out, I don't have any stamp pads that have numbers on it. Acrylic stamps or block stamps, sorry. I don't have any that have numbers on them. I thought for sure I did, but I was wrong. So anyway, well, I thought, well, I am going to find something that I can use. I really wanted a number on there. So I found that one. Sometimes when I fussy cut, I don't actually do the whole thing that night because I'm thinking, why waste my time in case I might not ever use this? But then last night when I was doing these, it's like I don't really want a fussy cut now. I wanted something readily available. So now I know to fussy cut. I mean, I'm sitting there watching TV anyway. I might as well do something. I mean, I work on my computer a lot. But sometimes I don't want to be on my computer. So guess what I'm doing tonight? I am fussy cutting. Well, I watched Survivor. I don't know whether I ever mentioned it on here before, but I really like watching the British mystery shows. So we watch Midsummer Murder, and I have BritBox, but it doesn't have everything, and Acorn's having that 30-day free trial right now, so I'm trying that, and I kind of like it better. But the thing is, Acorn doesn't have all, well, neither BritBox or Acorn have all the Vera episodes. And I know I got to decide which one to keep because I don't want to pay for 2 services. But I know there's supposed to be a season 10 of Vera, and it's not available yet here in Canada. As far as I know, it's all of Canada. So I don't really want to give it up until the season 10's on. But I think once that's on, I think I'm going to cancel BritBox and keep Acorn. So anyway, a lot of times at night I watch YouTube videos, and it's not all junk journals stuff. I watch some of the old movies, Sherlock Holmes, and the old movies on there that they have on there. So I like just watching History Channel or history videos. So anyway, one night I thought, well, I really don't feel like being on my computer. I don't feel like watching YouTube videos. So my sister had told me that I would like Doc Martin. So I started watching that. And it's actually pretty good. At first I thought, oh, I don't like this. It's too slow. But I actually like it. I watched the 2nd episode last night. Okay. Oh, man. I wanted to do that in black. Ooh. Oh, well. I'll just come up with something else. Do I have another picture? I do not have a picture. Oh, well. I'll finish this one another time. Maybe I'll use one of these. Alright, so see what I mean? You can just carry on. It's not really a mistake, it's just the wrong color got put on. And I want to use that color just so I can use that bird cage. And I got to change everything, move everything. 'Cause you know what I found out about this. You guys probably know it already. But I often wondered why they had a score tool on a paper cutter. But now I know what it is. It's so you know where the cut's going to be. Like if you were doing something that needed precision cutting, you can score it first to make sure it's going to cut where you want it to. I thought, oh, that's pretty cool. I've only had this a year. It's only taken me a year to figure it out. But I did. And I think this one I'm going to cut the corners. Make round corners. And I think I'm gonna distress it too. I think I'll put this white flower. Now maybe I should, no, I'm just gonna leave it as is. Oh, decisions. And I make a decision, it's like, oh, is that the right one? There. So, I guess I'm making one more than I had planned. Because I want to make that, use that bird cage. So you see how simple these pockets are. You just fold once and twice, a third time. Do a little bit of cutting. One cut. Two cut. 3 and 4. So today, I kind of folded it. I'm used to folding the small, I'm used to the smaller side being on the right hand side, but I think it's still right. So anyway, today I was thinking I'd like to have a challenge because I thought there's a lot of things I have that I forget I have. There's a lot of things I have and I remember they're there, but I always go to the things I've used in the past or what I know. So I thought what I would do is ask you wonderful people to send me 2 or 3 items to challenge myself with. So, you know, you could say use a green stamp pad, or use scrapbook paper, or use book pages, use children's book pages, use glitter, use ribbon. So I thought if 10 people respond with 1 item, and each, I would use 10 of those items. Now, that's expecting a lot because I don't get a lot of comments. The comments I do get are very nice, and I really do appreciate the comments I get. But I'd like to just ask you guys, if you watch this video, leave a comment down below of an item you'd like to see me use, and I will try to incorporate. I think, like Like I said, I think I would use 10. And then if I don't have that particular item, if there's enough, I'll go to the next item on the list or not, or I'll just do an alternate item that's similar to the one that was suggested. I think that would be fun. And then if anybody wanted to follow, they could. I think I would like list the things I'm going to use of the suggestions. And then if you'd like to follow along, that would be great. Okay, so now my bird cage is, but I do want to thank all the lovely people that have commented. It really does mean a lot. And I've been fortunate. I have not received any bad ones. All right, so that is it. So these are the ones. I know I have another one. Oh, here it is. These are the ones that we did today. So, my friends, it's time to go out and watch Survivor. So I'll thank you for stopping by, and thank you for staying to the end if you're still here. Thank you to my subscribers for subscribing. It means a lot. And if you'd like to leave a comment of something to use in my next project, please by all means send a comment. I would like to challenge myself to go out of the box. So, my friends, thank you again, and I hope you have a great night. If you're new to this channel, please subscribe, and everyone like and leave a comment. Bye, guys. Take care of yourselves. Thanks for stopping by.